All right. Hello. How you guys doing? What's going on, party crashers? Honey, did y'all hear the news recently? Beyonce and Jay-Z, they are not in a lawsuit concerning with the ding dong. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Do you guys remember that story I told you guys about that clear man, Joseph, talking about LeBron James, Beyonce, Jay-Z was all at the party with the ding dong on his face? Honey, we got to talk all about it. Before I continue on, can you guys make sure if you guys can hear me, press two, press that two. And if you guys really support my channel and you guys have a thought and a voice, I would love for you guys to hit that link at the top and come up here and let's have a family discussion about this. Whether you agree or disagree, let's all talk about it. So I challenge you to come up here with respect, no name calling. Okay. No, this is not a hate group. So we're not using no hateful words. Okay. And this is not a space where y'all can fight. Carry on with the bull crap. We're not doing that. Okay. Okay. So I put the link up here so you guys remember. So this is what they're saying. Beyonce and Jay-Z lawyers have confirmed they were not at the location. Joseph is out here lying, y'all. And I feel like these white people that's lying should be held accountable too. I think they should go to jail for lying. What do you guys think? Press 1 if they should go to jail for lying. Press 9 if you feel like they shouldn't go to jail. I think so. Because you are destroying lives, you playing in people's faces up here, and you think this stuff is a joke. And most likely he got paid to lie anyway. Okay, follow the money trail. So I want to know what y'all thoughts about this. I do have some links here that I want to put up and talk about it. Shout out Celebrity Scandalous. I need you to hit that link, sweetheart. I need us to talk about this to debate. So Celebrity I need you to hit that link. Okay. I need y'all to hit that link. I love you all. You guys know I love when you guys engage. All right. So a lot of people say, yeah, they butt need to go to jail. You damn right. You up here lying on people. Hell, if Jay-Z and Beyonce doing some dirt shit, it come out. But don't you lie about it. Shame on you. Celebrity Scandalous, how you doing? If you guys did not know, she has an awesome YouTube channel. She's here with me today. And Celebrity Scandalous, what is going on?
So I feel like, well, first of all, I did not believe when this story, Joseph Manzaro, when he came out with this, it was just too outlandish. And if you have been,
You didn't believe the white man?
absolutely not. It has nothing to do with color. It has everything to do with the fact that it was so salacious. A lot of these people are solely coming out for the bag. I mean, you know it. If there was $1 million involved, I'm gonna come out too if I could.
I know it's celebrity. I know you said it's not about the color. And I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The reason why I don't know about that, because I don't think a real, see, I'm playing with the words, y'all. I don't think a real black man that's straight will come out and say Diddy didn't tap with his butthole. Okay. Now I've seen have a straight man ever came out and said that against Diddy yet? I've seen some homosexual men say that, like Little Rod now. But I don't know. I feel like certain people, certain groups of people would not come out and lie like that. I think it's just certain demographics of people that would sit up here and lie on some shit like that. Is he a homosexual? What do you know about Joseph?
I was doing my research and I haven't found out a lot about him other than through, that he filed this lawsuit and he may have had some interactions with Diddy. But if you don't believe that a straight man would do it, what about Orlando Brown? I mean, are you saying that he's gay?
Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Okay, let's do it in the chat. Press 1 if you think Orlando Brown is straight. Press 7 if you think he's a hump. Damn, which one is it? Okay, let's start over. One, if he's gay or bisexual. Y'all know how y'all like to do. It's bisexual, it's fluid, all that bullshit. Okay. One, if he all that other stuff. Okay. Two, if he a heterosexual man, straight up and down. Okay. No,
One, number one.
no curves. No curves. Okay. No curves. Oh my God. Okay. I said one. Okay, we had to change. I said one and two, y'all. One and two, because I get real confused a little bit. Let me see. Do we got any twos? Who think he a straight man? If you think he a straight man, I got news for you. Your boyfriend is a homosexual, girl. Okay. Ooh, oh my God. You don't have the good sense of gaydar. I mean, Stevie Wonder could see that. Okay. Okay. Hell. Hell. But go ahead, celebrity scandal.
G-
Let's continue
so
on with one.
Gigi, let me say this. For if I after Cassie got $30 million from Diddy, I don't care if I was straight or gay, purple or pink or an alien. If I was that type of person that I could get $1 million, hell yeah, he would say that Diddy did that to his bottom. I mean, why wouldn't he? If
Oh,
people think they could get a
Exactly.
payday, if they think they
Exactly.
can get paid, they will lie about anything. Come on, Gigi,
Yeah.
$1 million?
celebrity scandalous. No, no. Now, so, a lot of people will. I think Orlando
I'm
will.
on celebrity scandal side. She right, Gigi. She right. She right.
Can I say something? With you guys disagreeing with me, I'm not gonna cuss y'all out. You don't ever have to worry about me respecting anybody. You don't ever have to worry about me taking it so to heart where I feel like I need to fight anybody or degrade anybody. That's not where my heart is. We can agree to disagree anytime, and that's the space that I want to have. I don't want a space where somebody disagrees and you feel like you gotta dog them out, humiliate them, start all this stuff. That's not the energy I'm on, and I'm never on. I can't even operate in that type of atmosphere. So I will agree to disagree. But going back, I would say this. A lot of y'all wouldn't do it. I want to know if they gave you $1 million to come out here and to lie on somebody. Press 7 if you'll do it, 10 if you will not do it. I would not do that. I'm too scary. I'm so
10.
scared. I'm scared
10.
that karma is going to come for me. I'm scared that
That
I'm
they
going to
gonna come for you.
post. I'm not doing that. That's too much. I mean, I won't even steal out of a store, Even if I can get away with it, I'm not going to steal. If no clerk's there, and I've seen several people do it, I'm not gonna do that shit. I don't care if everybody doing it. I'm not everybody. I'm not gonna do it because that's just how I am. Now, a lot of people will do it. I agree with y'all. A lot of people do it, but I don't think everybody would do it.
Gigi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Celebrity, you still there, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
Okay.
I just want. Can you give
Go
me your
ahead.
cash app? I got my pen in mind. Can you give me your cash app
Oh,
logo?
hell yeah, I could do that. My app is pink, PINK, lips, LIPS 500.
Do you have?
500.
You got a profile picture up there?
Yeah, it's a Monica.
Okay, because you know people be making dummy cash apps. So, what year did you start your cash app? Because I want to make sure I'm sending to the right person.
Okay, let me look at this cash app because I don't know what
Because you
year
know they be making dummy cash apps.
they
Because I
showed.
I've experienced that before. I sent to the wrong person
They
before.
better not make a dummy cash app of me. Okay,
That's
so
why I asked you for the year was started.
okay, let me tell you, Monica, she got on shades and a jacket on, and okay, but you said a year.
The
Damn,
year you made the cash app.
I don't
That
know the year. It should just say Gigi.
okay. I'm about to drop down.
Okay, thank you. Don't want. I'm not. I don't want you to drop down. I want us to have a conversation. I enjoyed your commentary. Stay
No,
with.
because I don't want to interrupt your show. I like to listen. I come up every now and then.
I want you to interrupt. Do you mind just staying around?
Yeah, I'll stay around.
I might
But
have some questions. Okay. So celebrity scandals continue on.
So, just as well, like she was saying, you were saying that you wouldn't do it because you're too scary. I am the same way. However, everybody doesn't have the same morals. And people, I'm serious. I'm just a scary person, and for the most part, an honest person. But a person thinking that they can get a $1 million come up is so many people, Gigi, that are desperate. Of course they would lie. What difference does it make? Once they get the $1 million, they don't care.
Excuse me, can I interrupt and can I say something on
Yeah.
what you just said?
Yeah.
And not just that, they morals and principles. It's dangerous because these are some big ballers. You can put your life in danger, your family life. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
But you
Yeah.
know what I'm gonna say? I agree with you. It's not worth it.
It's
But
dangerous.
I feel like the attorneys before they even file it, what is going? I used to be a legal secretary. Before it even gets to the point where they filing this, they're supposed to fact check. They're supposed to do the intake, and they are supposed to validate a lot of the. I mean, some things are 20 years ago, so you can't get all of the receipts. But before they even file these kind of cases, because it can ruin a person's reputation, I'm not for Jay-Z. Let's not say that. But I'm also not for people bringing forth false allegations just to get a bag. And we know with the amount of money that's in these cases, people will lie their asses, excuse
Oh,
me, lie their butts off to get a bag.
okay, but I want to rebuttal on what you just said. You are absolutely correct, but you got to listen. These attorneys, by taking these cases and not fact checking it, that they don't care. It's putting them in the limelight. It's getting their attorney's name out there. You know what I'm saying? They
I
don't
agree with
care.
you. I agree with you. But see, that's the thing with just like with Tony Busby. Yeah, it's a way to do certain things, but when you're coming up against Jay-Z has already shown them that
Tony
he's gonna take
Busby
it
is
to the
trash.
max. Huh?
He trash. He just like one of the crackheads out there in New York and Manhattan. He wants is the money. He
Yeah.
don't give a damn.
And Jay-Z done already proved to them, before you come for me or mine, make sure
Y'all
you are
still
coming
here?
correct.
Hello?
Yeah, we still hear Diva Dial. We can hear you.
Yeah, what I was telling Tony Busby, he's trash. He don't care. He don't care. He don't
Mm.
get check his background out. He crooked too.
Now, to ask y'all, all y'all, I want to know this. What y'all think about this? If these lawyers did that same thing right now to Trump, what do you think Trump would do? What do you think his people would do? Would they believe it if they came out and said Trump was doing some freak off with all these boys and little girls and stuff like that? What do you think celebrities scandalous? How would the MAGA react?
Well, I
You
feel
can't
like, of course,
compare
the
Trump
MAGA's
to
going
that
to
because
support
Trump and a
him.
whole nother another Democrat when it comes to Trump on a whole nother status on some political government shit. P. Diddy and Jay-Z, they ain't nothing. Cause let me tell you something. I don't care how
But
much
the
money.
question is, how would the lawyers react if you have a lawyer and I told this lawyer, hey, I want to come against this person and this person, the president and X, Y, and Z. Do you think these lawyers in this time will go against the Trump administration? That's
I,
all I'm
I,
asking.
I'm getting right to answer that for you, Gigi. The lawyers would do the same thing they did when Trump was just in court with all them federal charges, okay? When
Exactly.
and that they would do the same exact thing because it's a different domino. It's a different demographic. Let me tell you something. Jay Z and Beyonce and Puff Daddy, they got millions of dollars. Guess what? Guess what? I'm not racist, but I'm gonna say this. Guess what? Clear people think. They don't give a damn about how much money you got. You still a nigga in their eyes. They don't give a damn.
Mm.
But
It's all
GC also, Alex Spiro has represented Trump before as well. So let's be clear on that. This,
exactly.
So Alex Spiro, isn't that the guy that's representing Jay-Z?
She
yes,
right.
yeah.
Let her talk. I'm gonna be quiet. Let her talk. She right.
No, you talk too. No, we got
No,
this,
you
girl. Go
right.
on.
Finish saying what you was getting ready to say. You right.
No, I'm just saying that Alex Spiro has represented a lot of them, even the mayor of New York. So Alex Spiro, he has represented Trump as well. So
Exactly.
I mean, can you tell us what your point is? With because I agree with her. That,
Did
huh?
he did he lose or did he win?
Is Trump in prison? Is he the president?
He is the president. He's not.
Okay.
And guess what? Hold up, Gigi. I'm about to hit you on something. And not only that, he the president, and he got what's the name in his pocket in the White House, right? But guess what? let me tell you what they're trying to do. And I don't want to get off the subject of what you really talk about Jay-Z and them, but they are trying to make it way as though, in other countries, I don't know if y'all know, in other countries, when they get a president, they had that same president until they die.
Yes.
That's what Donald Trump them trying to do. Donald Trump ain't going nowhere. It ain't gonna be no new. In 4 more years, he gonna still be the president. He gonna still be the president in 8 years. Trust
Oh,
me, I'm telling you. They setting this shit up. It's a new world order. But I don't
oh,
want to get off subject. That's a whole nother video.
oh, Diva Down, are you serious?
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
they are.
yeah,
She's absolutely right. They are trying to make it where it's a dictatorship.
Oh,
They're not
God.
calling it a dictatorship, but Trump is starting to say that we
exactly.
don't need to have the elections in the next 4 years. But I mean, I don't know how that's going to work because I feel like Congress is going. They're going to come in and fight that. But yeah, that's what Trump
Congress
wants.
gonna fight all they want. Hold up, I don't mean to cut you off
No,
because I got a hyper personality and I get excited when I'm talking about shit like this.
yeah,
But hold up, let me tell you something. Congress ain't gonna have no win. Let me tell you something. Elon Musk, they got so much money, it's crazy. And I'm telling you, the government is some small peons. See what I'm saying? The government got people over them. You don't think the president of the United States got people that's over him? This shit has been set up and all that. Why you think Donald Trump trying to take Black history out of the schools?
Oh,
He's
God.
trying to take
Wait
Donald Trump.
a
Y'all better go back and look at them.
Oh,
Go
God.
back and look at them videos when Donald Trump first got elected. As soon as he won the election, the first video he did, he said, "Y'all ain't gonna have to worry about this in 4 years. Y'all ain't gonna have to never vote no more." Go back and listen to the stuff he been saying.
Oh, my
she's
God.
right. She's right. I mean, that's absolutely. I can't deny it. She's right.
Ain't
He did say
nobody
that.
paying attention though, because we all on TikTok and all this crazy shit.
You say he got so much money. When you tell me that, Diva Down, I'm thinking he's overthrowing the whole
No, he got people behind him like Elon Musk and all them. They got way more. He over the people. He connected with the people that run this over the government.
Okay,
It's the president, huh?
let me say something what I was gonna say. So when you're talking, in my mind, it's like he's overthrowing the democracy with all the money, with Elon Musk's money. And if they want to take you out of here, all they got to do is pay somebody to take you out because everybody can be bought. I
Look,
mean,
I live in a DMV.
Diva,
I
wait, Diva Down. Wait,
Okay, go
girl.
ahead.
I love you. Wait, hold up. You know, but when you have the ideologies and the feelings where I can just pay you off, do what I tell you to do. If you don't do what I tell you to do, I will pay somebody to take you out. And everybody, I mean, they got so much money. And if one person, it's going to be somebody that's going to take that money to take somebody out. If they want to ruin your reputation, all they got to do is hire people to lie and push it with whatever agenda they want and pay people off to sing whatever tune they want. I mean, this is dangerous territory.
But
How
Gigi, what
Hold
I'm saying is that
on now. Hold on. Man, how could you fight against that? I mean, if they have dictatorship and all the money, and they say wars are won not on the strongest, because somebody say, well, who gonna win a war? Is it the soldier that have won many wars, or is the money the man that got all that money? And people say the man that got all the money, even though he cannot fight, but you have to pay for wars. Men are not going to fight for free, you know? So, ooh, honey, it's going to have to, I don't know how that's going to happen. The terrorists right now, they doing a whole bunch. But go ahead, Diva Dow.
okay,
Hold
this
on,
why
wait.
this
Diva Dow,
okay,
tell everybody to like the video. Come on now, Diva. Diva,
this
tell
why
the video.
GG, all this stuff that y'all talking about, and everybody about P Diddy and Jay Z and all them. This is just a distraction. P Diddy and Jay Z, number one, they got melanin in their skin. They don't give a damn about. That's just a distraction. That's a distraction. That's something to keep our eyes on the internet because we always in our phone on social media with the latest news and gossip. That's just a distraction. They don't give a damn about P Diddy and Jay Z and them. They don't give a damn. They don't
That's
care how much billions they got because
here.
guess what? At the end of the day, their skin is black, so they don't care how much money they got. They don't care. That's something to keep us distracted while they do it. I live in Washington, D.C. I'm born and raised here. I'm 54. Do you know what they doing up here in the D.C. public schools right now?
I don't. They don't
They're
tell
taking all
me.
they're taking all the books. They getting ready to take all the books out the schools and replace them with new books. They're taking Black history out of the school books.
God. No, they didn't.
I'm up here. That's what they do. They just fired a whole lot of people in the education department up here in DC. They're getting ready to they don't want nothing about Black history in the school books.
About the families. Oh my God.
They don't give a damn about Jay-Z and P. Diddy with all them billions they got. So what the hell you think they care about our families and we poor? They don't give a fuck about none of us. Excuse my language. This stuff is a distraction.
Told us they don't care about us. Whew.
That's why they got rid of him because he was doing too much in his music. Pay attention.
He was there. Pay attention. Pay
You
attention.
remember that? You remember when he came up with that song? They don't. All the one says that they don't really care about it. You remember they banned that song? Remember
I
they
didn't know.
banned that song when it first came out.
Hold on, celebrity scandalous. Can you verify? People in the comment section, did they ban Michael Jackson's song? All I really want to say is they don't really care
On
about us.
MTV, they did.
Did they
MTV, they
ban
did.
that on MTV? Press 2 if they banned it. Press 9 if they did. I can't
I don't
believe.
I don't honestly I don't recall if they banned it, but I know it was some controversy around it, especially
Exactly.
because it was Michael Jackson as well, and it wasn't
Or they was
part of their
trying to ban
agenda.
it.
Because Michael Jackson was pop culture king, so they didn't want black people coming out and saying anything that would be disruptive for the masses.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly, exactly. That's why they didn't mind when all the rappers was coming out with that stuff about F the police and all that, and then the Tupac stuff. It's all this stuff is all connected. It's all connected, but they throw us. Why y'all think they tried to scare everybody? Everybody was so scared when they knew TikTok was getting ready to be gone. They lost their mind for 8-9 hours about TikTok. That's a distraction. That's to take our eyes off what's really going on. Because for real, us melanated people, we messed up out here. We've been messed up for a long time. They know that our eyes is on everybody. We on social media hard. That's all they do. It's a distraction.
Yeah, and
But
we
we
have a lot of influence on social media too.
guess what? I don't care how much influence you got. Your skin at the end of the day, I don't care how much influence or money you got. At the end of the day, your skin is still melanated. They don't give a F about none of us. None of
yeah,
us.
you're right about that.
They
I mean,
don't.
that's true.
They don't. They don't care.
Oh my
I
God.
feel I
And
feel
then,
I agree
and when you
I
get
agree
to
with her in the aspect of, first of all, they don't care about black folks, and number two, and they don't care about poor folks.
they don't. And guess what? And guess what? The people that are clear skinned and they don't have no money, they broke, they living like regular black people. Guess what? They consider them as white trash. They don't care about
Yeah,
them neither.
exact. That's what I don't understand. Like the ones who be talking, about black folks. It's like, do you think Trump would even let you shine his shoes? He don't want nothing to do with you
Look
either.
at me. Look at me. Joe Biden's son was in the White House when Joe Biden was just in there, right? He was in the White House smoking crack. Okay? And
Okay,
he got this.
word.
I'm in DC. I live in the DMV. I live like 9 minutes from the White House. He was smoking crack and had fentanyl on it. They didn't put that on the news. He OD'd in the White House. Or fentanyl. They had to put the thing on him.
Let's say C word.
Huh?
Let's say the C word.
Okay, the C word. He OD. The stuff had the fit stuff on it. That's why they so hard on making these commercials about fentanyl and all this stuff. They don't care about us. This because it's getting out there to their people. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They fat just like HIV and AIDS. Remember
Oh,
HIV and AIDS came out.
oh, damn. You so raw with it, girl. Okay,
Hold up, because I'm feeling this. Listen, remember back in the like 86,
like,
87, 88, when
these
crack cocaine first came out,
Wait,
right after
hold on,
crack cocaine came out. Hold up, Gigi.
hold on. What she's trying to tell you is we can't use certain words on YouTube, okay?
Okay,
So
okay, okay, okay.
you
My
have to
bad.
mask
Okay,
the words because we
okay,
don't want.
okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
okay.
use the initial. I'm gonna
Yes,
use the initial. Back in the 80s, right? The mid 80s, when the C stuff first came out, the hard, right? Soon as that stuff came out, right? right during the same time the pandemic came out over the world with the C stuff, right? The hard stuff they smoke. HIV and AIDS came
Okay,
out
you
right
can't
after that.
say the word
When
either.
nobody,
Say
then what?
the V
Huh?
or the H. You can't say the whole HI. You can't just the V or the H.
We
Okay,
call it the
what?
package on
I'm
YouTube.
gonna
We say
call
the
it the
package.
ninja. We called it the ninja up here in
Okay, we'll
DC.
say that.
When the ninja came out, they didn't really care that it affected us, right? Only time they got concerned is when it hit their daughters and granddaughters and nieces and brothers. Then they tried to make all this publicity about it. Look at Magic Johnson. How in the world could he be? How could he be cured? It ain't in his body at all.
Diva,
How?
Diva, did you hear they got a cure in South Africa? But
They been had a cure. They
Yeah,
been
I heard
had a
that before
cure.
too. Yeah.
They
no,
been had a cure. You just gotta have a you. We just ain't got enough money if we get it to get the cure.
I
no,
mean,
but
Magic
Baby
Johnson
had a
po-
cure for a lot of things as well too, but they tried to suppress him.
Look at Magic Johnson. How in the world you had full blown
oh,
the ninja and then you cure? Come on, man.
well, and if you go to South Africa, you can go get the cure. They got it, but the Americans pulled out and shutting it down to do more research. But people are on trial with it now that are now testing negative. There's been an article recently about it within a week or two.
Okay, Gigi, what's the young lady that's on here with us? I forget her name. What's her
Celebrity,
name?
Scandalous.
Huh?
celebrity,
Say it
celebrity
again.
scandalous.
Okay, Miss Scandalous. I'm gonna
Uh
take
huh.
you back. I'm gonna take y'all back.
Okay.
Okay, let's go back a couple of years. Remember that guy and his son? They went down in the ocean in that little time capsule thing.
Yep,
Remember
that's
that?
submarine. That's submarine,
Now
right?
hold up. Why you think they was going down there in that submarine? For what?
I have no clue because I wouldn't do it.
But
They
no,
were
but what was the news saying? What was the new Gigi? I know you know this, Gigi. What was the news? What did they put out in the world is why they was going down there in that capsule?
the sightsee, right?
No, it wasn't no sightseeing. It wasn't no sightseeing. Mm-mm.
So what was it for?
They was going down there because it. I can't say it. I can't say this on here.
Huh?
I
Was
can't say it. I
it
can't say it.
cold?
Yeah, put it in
Nah,
code.
I'm. Do you
So
the new
you
world order, right? Y'all know
okay?
about the new.
So you feel like they was doing it the same? I be feeling like they trying to go to Mars and all that to get away from us to go up in space.
Yeah,
Is
because this is about to be over down here for us. Let
yeah.
me say you. Let me say
Okay,
we
stop
got.
scaring me now. You gonna get my ass scared now.
All right, Gigi. Listen, I live
No.
in DC, right? I live in Southwest. Listen, we got the new baseball stadium, right, in DC, right? Guess what kind of machines they got at our subway stations up here? They got the machines where you can put your cash money in the machine and get a debit card right out that's already got your money on it because in the next 3 to 5 years, cash money not gonna be no more good nowhere.
What?
But we've been
We got the
moving to a
machines up
cashless
here.
society. We've been moving, cash only. I mean, a cashless society. That's been something that was forecasted when they came out with socks. The Sarbanes-Oxley. They've been talking
But
about that since
listen,
the early 2000s.
but listen, they don't have the machines everywhere in every state. They got them in DC and New York. Another thing, guess what else they doing? 2 years ago, right in DC, you couldn't sell no more menthol tobacco at all in DC. They started with DC to see how the motherfuckers gonna act without nicotine. It's gonna be worldwide. In DC, DC don't sell cigarettes no more. If you buy a cigarette at the store in DC, it's non-menthol. I'm telling you, all this shit is connected. All this shit is connected, and we're gonna be the ones messed up down here because
Well,
we don't have the money they got.
let me step in because I might have a different perspective than you. But one of the reasons with the whole menthol and cigarettes and stuff like that is because the insurance companies don't want to have to keep paying out from people that have died of the C word from using those kind of products. So some of this stuff is tied to medical things. I'm not saying if it's right or wrong, but a
Okay,
lot
I'm
of this
listening.
ties back to the insurance companies and how they're impacted. So these all kind of trickle down and have a reason as to why they do
Okay,
it. Yeah.
okay, but listen, I'm about
Big
to put you on point. I'm about to put you on point with something, dog.
hold
I'm
on, big
in Washington D.C.
Uh-huh.
it's thousands of black people up here. They got no insurance. How
Yeah.
many people you know that's walking around with no life insurance? They got a $200,000 car, $150,000 house, and no life insurance.
You right about that too.
They don't give a damn about us.
But wait a minute. But let me say this, and I agree with you. They don't give a about
I'm
us.
not
But
protecting
but
none
wait
of
a
them.
minute. But let me say this. Why would a person drive around? That don't make sense to me. Why would I drive around in a $200,000 car and not get insurance?
They do it every day. Look, I
No,
just
no,
bragged
no.
my.
But wait a minute. But hold on.
I'm
Let's
listening.
say, why would, and you as an individual, I'm gonna look at you. I know the government don't give a damn about us, but if you go buy a $200,000 car and you ain't invested in your own health care, that's on you, boo. That's how I
Okay,
see it.
I can send you the funeral receipts on PayPal of where my brother just died 2 years ago. Him and his wife live in Fort Washington, Maryland, right? They got a
Uh-huh.
$200,000 house. He was working for the DC public school system, right? Then working there, retired from there. He died. He was driving around in a Range Rover, had one of them what's the Mercedes Benz trucks? What they call them? What them trucks they call Maybach? With them the Mercedes Benz trucks.
My
He
bad.
died 2 years ago and ain't had no insurance. Me and my other 7 brothers, we all had to put our money together to bury him. He
So
had
who
no
fought?
life
But you
insurance.
are you blaming the system for that? Or are you looking at him for that though? Now
No,
I
I'm
just
not looking at. I'm not blaming nobody. I'm just saying the system is what got our minds like this, sis. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
all connected. Everything that we go through is connected. They don't. They been not. Let me say you. We are in modern day slavery right now. We're still in slavery. And we don't see it. They just gave us jobs, houses, cars, credit. They gave us all this stuff, but we're still in slavery. I'm trying to tell you, it's a mental slavery because they're not going to let none of us get above. What
Okay.
rapper you? What? Let me ask you a question. What rapper or movie star or athlete you know that made millions and retired, pass it on to their children? None of them.
Okay, hold on, Diva Dial. Now, KM, you said Gigi, you have a YouTube channel, girl. You got to stay up on current events, not just messy topics. Well, KM, when the last time you came up here and you contribute with your voice? I need you to come up here and inform me and inform us. I don't know everything, KM. Okay. So I do want to get back into these notes. It
Yeah,
says
yeah.
Joseph,
Yeah. Go ahead, Gigi. I'm just gonna listen. Go ahead.
Joseph, a white male, he a white man,
Uh-huh.
originally claimed he was paraded around in 2015, Diddy party and a ding dong man. And I'm not understanding why would a white man, why would you want to involve yourself in this black business and lie about Jay-Z and Beyonce watching you being on a ding dong mask, being paraded around? That is what he claimed in 2015. And mind you, everything they found out that he's lying. That's why Jay-Z and Beyonce is out of this lawsuit because Joseph out here lying, y'all. I don't know who Joseph is. Hell, is Joseph made up? Where is his Facebook? Where is his Instagram? Where is his family? Do he got family or is he a homosexual? I don't know. I don't even know if Joseph is real, you know? It says the party was allegedly thrown for King Combs' Diddy's son. Now, why were you going to a party if it was for his son? And included powerful celebrity names like LeBron James. They definitely gonna get all the powerful black men involved. In the minute lawsuit, Joseph quietly removed Jay-Z and Beyonce's name, suggesting legal threats were made behind the scenes. So he is saying that the reason why he removed their names because he was getting threatened behind the scenes. Now, Diva Dow, do you think Joseph was getting threatened behind the scenes?
Let me tell you something. He didn't get threatened. They paid him over. Can I say something though? I'm gonna get deep into this. That white man, right? You say he lying, right? He did it for a payout, right? Is that what you saying, right?
That's what people are saying. I'm
But
not
guess
sure.
what? Guess what? I wish he wasn't lying. I wish they would have did it to him. Know why? Because guess what? My ancestors, your ancestors, anybody that's listening that got melanated in their skin, our ancestors back in the days, 640 years ago, they took our brothers and sisters and made them have sex together to make
Oh,
kids so the
oh,
kids
okay.
can go.
Let's watch
Look,
the words. Let's. They
I
made
don't
a
feel sorry.
mistake.
I
They
wish
made
it would have happened. I
Huh?
wish it would. I think he got paid off. I'm gonna ask you a question. He got paid off. Cause see, my mind get real deep, GG. So I gotta calm myself down.
No, it's fine. You just gotta learn how to edit your
I know
words.
I gotta learn. I gotta learn that. So that's why I'm gonna be quiet. But look, I think he lying. And I know he lying. He got paid off. That's what he doing. That he got paid to lie. But guess what? I wish it would have really happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't give a damn about how
To
they
him.
didn't care about our ancestors, how they
The
feel, how we felt.
law scandalous. In a
Yeah.
lawsuit, he say he got great. What did he say? What happened to him? What bad happened to him?
What happened to him?
So he said he was paraded around. He was given pharmaceuticals. He said that they made him wear a pickle mask, and y'all know I'm saying it a different word, so not for YouTube. They
But they-
paraded him around. He was assaulted, and he was saying that Jay-Z, Beyonce, Gloria Estefan, LeBron James, all of these celebrities were at the party, and he was quoting. He literally quoted what they said 20 years ago. Now let me tell you something, and the reason why his credibility will be shot in court because if you have been under pharmaceuticals, you've taken drugs, you might say, oh, it's kind of hazy. I remember seeing Beyonce, but for him to actually have quoted statements from people, that's gonna be number one. That's the red flag. Number one.
Right, right.
Number
Because you gonna
two. And number two, the fact is, see, I think I know Jay-Z, Diddy. I don't believe that these men are innocent. But when you have a person,
right.
when you have people on the heels of a $30 million payout, you're
You
gonna
right.
have people coming out saying any
Yep.
god dang thing.
You right. You right,
Absolutely.
sister. You
You
right, sister.
know,
You right. You right. You right. But I wish it wasn't alive for him. I wish they would have did it to him. Because guess what? Y'all didn't care about our folks, how y'all paraded us forever. Don't nobody care about that. I wish they would have did. I wish it was true. I don't give a damn about. They don't give a damn about us. They don't care
you
about us.
you
So how
right.
am I supposed to have some sympathy for you, whether you lying or not? I wish it would have happened.
But wait a minute. So y'all know how Kanye is coming out saying all of these crazy things. Ma'am, do you remember when Kanye came out and I think it was which president? It was one of the presidents, and I escaping my mind. He said he don't care about black people. What you remember when he said that? And
But
everybody
let
was
me
like,
tell you something. Kanye be saying stuff to protect his image and protect himself. Let me tell you something. Kanye, people be thinking that Kanye crazy and stuff, right? A lot of stuff Kanye be saying, he be saying it to deflect and protect himself because Kanye know a lot of secrets in that industry. I bet you won't see no tape with Kanye in there with Diddy and none of them niggas. You might see his wife, his ex-wife in there, but you're not gonna see him.
but
People be thinking that Kanye is mentally crazy and he need to
Yeah,
go in the hospital. No, he not.
But wait, I'm gonna have to interrupt you on that one because Kanye just came out and started tweeting that he has SA'd women. He came on record within the last couple of days and made statements on his own recognizance saying that he has done things and touched women inappropriately. So
we
I'm not saying he
about that
crazy, but you
time.
gotta be a damn fool to come out and
Kanye
tell on
looking for
yourself.
protect. Kanye not no damn fool. Kanye looking for protection right now because Kanye right now, Kanye got 24 hours security on him, and he thinking that he
But
thinking at
he
the
put
end.
it all on himself. I'm
He
not a
put that on himself.
I will put it on my. I will put it on myself too for protection. If I was a billionaire and I needed protection,
What?
and I
But wait
thought
a
that the
minute.
main
Why would you say something like that? Because you could end up like Diddy, Kanye. That just like you said, they don't give a damn about us. He's not above being put in a cell like Diddy. I
well,
don't
you know
care.
what? I'm gonna tell you why he
Kanye
might have
don't
said
care
it.
about black people either.
But
He just
guess what? Guess what though? He might have said it because remember that video you played, Gigi, with a few weeks ago with him and P Diddy with a jail phone call?
yeah, but
Yeah.
that AI.
Okay,
You
okay.
know
So
that
P,
AI, right?
right?
No,
So
no,
P,
no, no, no. The call with Kanye and Diddy, that was a real call.
the call with Kanye and Diddy in the jail a few
Yes,
weeks ago. But
that was a real call.
so look, he might not be doing it to protect himself. I could be wrong on that, but he might be doing it because who knows? Puffy might got something on his ass. Because guess what? Months before that, when Puffy first got locked up, Kanye West was talking bad about Puffy. Now all of a sudden you on a jail call praising him. So Puffy might got something on him. Who knows? We don't know.
Puffy may have something on him, but I'll be dang, I wouldn't come out and put it on myself. He has said himself that he has done stuff. I would never go on record and say I did something. You have to prove it. Like who does that? That's
Mm.
stupid.
But
Maybe Kanye,
Jay Z can have some. Jay Z may have stuff on Kanye, but Kanye ain't scared of Jay Z. So Kanye is not scared of nobody.
but
To me,
trust
he's
me,
a grown
but
man.
trust me, Gigi, if Jay Z got something on Kanye, trust me, and if he produced the evidence, he gonna be included in the evidence. You know what I'm saying? Because all the niggas probably was freaking together. They a bunch of
Exactly.
Well, you
freaks.
can say the same thing for Diddy. If you're saying that, well, Kanye is doing it because of Diddy, he's afraid Diddy going to expose him. Well, he don't have to move because if Diddy expose him, he's going to be exposing himself.
But guess what, Gigi? At the end of the day, with all of them, Jay Z, Beyonce, Kanye West, Beyonce, all of them, guess what? They skin is melanated, so them people don't care. Them people with clean, they don't care. They
Well,
don't care.
Kanye West is close friends with Trump, and he's on that
Now,
team.
please, Trump don't give a damn about us. Trump will use us for whatever he can get out of us. That's why they took his
But
hotel
Kanye
downtown.
West don't feel that way. He wore the black KK robe.
Yeah, he don't feel that way because guess what? If you let me give you an example. Let's say right now, I'm speaking hypothetically. Let's say I'm broke and I'm homeless. I ain't got a dime in my pocket, and all of a sudden I get with Donald Trump and he give me a car, apartment, everything in my name, a house, and all that. I'm a ride this cucumber too. Y'all
But
like how
wait
I
a
use
minute.
that? Yeah,
So
y'all
you
like how I
saying
just
that
did that? I use
you
cucumber. Y'all see that?
but
I'm
wait a
Good,
minute.
learning.
good.
You said that they don't care about us, but like Gigi was saying, Kanye don't care. He don't date black women. He wear the swastikas. Now I don't know why he doing that because that the Nazis don't like us either. Like all of the things that he's black. The slavery was a choice. So you going back saying how they enslaved us, but Kanye was saying it's a choice. So
But
I don't understand why you defended him because he's
I'm
not
not,
a
I'm not,
person that.
I'm not defending him. But look, this is the
Uh huh.
thing. I'm not defending Kanye. Fuck,
Okay.
I don't care about Kanye or none of them. None of them.
Okay.
'Cause they don't do nothing for me or none of you,
It,
your grandkid, none of us.
yes.
Let me say that. This is the thing I want to say. You don't know what them people is under. Kanye West could be under the influence of anything. We don't know why he be talking like that. I don't know. I'm just speculating like you is. He got
Well,
to be on something to be back and forth.
Well,
give him a pass. He has to be accountable for the
but
stuff that he's doing. He can go somewhere in Utah and just be quiet. Hell, he don't got to be involved in this drama, but he's putting himself involved, and he just. But we'll talk about him next
But
round.
he might, but Gigi, you never know. He might owe them some. They might have did a favor for him
but
before.
I mean, you
Well,
can't give Kanye no pass more than you can give anybody else.
I ain't giving none of
Everybody
them.
got a
I'm not
reason,
giving none of them no pass. I don't give a damn about none. They don't pay their bill in my house.
right?
I
But I
don't give.
feel like Kanye just as bad as any other black white person who don't care about us
You
because
right.
he
You
ain't doing
right.
that.
You
Because
right.
he ain't doing nothing for us. He's sitting up there calling black women fat, talked about Lizzo and all. And I get understand he
Right.
could
You
talk about
right.
stuff, but it's like you are just as bad as them. We expect that from them, but we a black man who a lot of people supported him to get to where he is, and now you gonna turn around and say some of the most despicable things about your
Yeah.
own
You right. You right.
Negro. Your mama was black and her edges was as nappy as mine.
And
Are you
and,
kidding
and,
me?
and, and I don't mean to
and
cut you
he
off, sister, but not that since
so
you.
he took out his mama
But
to
hold up, hold up.
get he
Since you
took
just
his
brought his mother up,
job, Debo. He
I
sacrificed his
I I
mother.
think I think he sacrificed his mother. That's what I think. I'm glad she brought that up.
For Debo,
I believe you. I believe he sacrificed his mother.
ain't gonna sacrifice their mama. Black man love their mama.
My
Right.
mama gone. My mama gone. I wish she was here. I'd cut off one leg and one arm to have her back.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, I ain't lying. My mother was
Yeah.
murdered on New Year's. She got stabbed 70 times by her boyfriend.
Oh,
Oh no.
Then he killed the nigga. The fake ass nigga killed himself after that. Gonna write my mother a letter after he killed himself.
okay. Okay, we gotta watch out how we
Okay,
speak about Debo.
delete. He
I
deleted stuff.
love Debo. I just want to shout out to. Can I shout out the East Coast?
I'm gonna
I just
send you a cash. I'm gonna send you a cash app, GG, when I hang up because I got an iPhone, but I don't want to get off the chat to send it. But
right.
as soon
That's
as I
all
hang up,
right.
I'm gonna send it.
Ain't nothing like the East Coast. When I tell you, when the East Coast people come up in here, when they can talk, and you, man, you got to be really, really smart, and you got to be fast to go back and forth with East Coast.
I'm
That
just blunt. I don't know everything. I'm speculating like y'all are. But what I do know, I'm in the DMV and I see a lot of stuff up here that's going on up here. And then I work for the federal government, so I see a lot of stuff that be happening.
Well,
Like
let me
right
ask
now,
you this.
right?
Since you said
Donald
about the
Trump got
federal
us
government,
writing a letter every week. Every Friday, we got to send a letter in through an email portal about we got to write 5 things we did on our job every week. And I work from home. I've been working from home for 15 years. So I'm sick of doing that. And he don't want the same thing. You can't keep writing the same thing. He want 5 different things you did every week. But y'all gonna let us go in September, right? So what I'm gonna do next Friday, my last day, I'm taking off all my mental health leave, all my vacation leave for this year, and all my sick call leave, and I'll see them in August. Cause you letting us go in September, you're not gonna use me until September. No,
no,
man.
you know what? I'm glad you're speaking on that because we have been hearing
Mm-mm.
that they were
I'm up
letting the
here and I see a
federal
lot of stuff that
employees,
going up
that
here.
they was letting the federal employees, firing them. And I didn't believe it. I was like, come on, that they can't do that
They
to a
letting
whole.
us go. They already let a lot of my employees go up here. They letting us go, but when they let us go in September, they gonna give us a lump sum service pay, whether you got retirement time in or not. They gonna give us all the
So
service
what's
pay.
the plan? How are they going to backfill those positions? I
I
mean,
don't know what they gonna do. I don't give a damn. I know what I'm getting ready to do next Friday, my last day at work. I'll see them at the end of August. Cause
mm,
September our last month. So I'm gonna sit back on my pretty brown butt, and I'm gonna get paid until August. I'm gonna put all my leave in.
that's crazy.
Cause y'all not gonna use me. I'm gonna let why I look like letting y'all use me until September. That's crazy. Who does that?
But
I'm from
that's what we're saying, Diva Dial. Okay, you have integrity. You're not going to allow them to use you. But guess who does? Kanye West. He allows us them to use him like a damn prostitute. Don't you know those prostitute girls that he loves? Guess what? Kanye West, he ain't nothing but a prostitute himself for the
But
white,
listen, you
for
right,
the
Gigi. I agree with you.
Devo. No, Devo, because I'm tired and sick and tired of you
You
always.
right, but listen, guess what? Kanye West ain't the only one. All of them like that.
He wouldn't even
Kanye West
piss
not the
on
only
you,
one.
Devo. He wouldn't piss on you, girl. And
I
you
know that's right. I don't give a damn about none of them. Jay-Z, none of them. All of them in the same boat. They don't care about. They don't care about. Look, they about the money.
Exactly. The money only.
They about the money. They don't. Let me tell you something. Can I say something, Gigi? And I'm gonna be quiet after this. I'm gonna say up here. I'm gonna be quiet. Michael Jordan, right? I got 2 adult children, one deceased son, right? One deleted son, right?
already hear that.
My daughter 30, my son just turned 26. I've been installed in their head when they was like 17, 15. Don't buy no Jordans. Let me
Absolutely.
tell you about Michael Jordan. I
Mm,
done, I done been at funerals up here in my family. I had 2 people in my family. These people up here in the DMV, they be when they see a young person with Jordans on, the shoes on their feet, they will rob you for them shoes. My niece, about 6 years ago, she got out of school. Some dudes chased her and her friend for their shoes.
That's
They was running from the dudes. They ran out on New York Avenue in the traffic, got hit by a car, and she died. Do you
that's
think Michael Jordan come to any of them children funerals, pay for any funeral? He don't give a damn. He keep making the price go up.
ooh.
Diva, I'm glad you saying that. I ain't never purchased one mother
I
effing
would
pair
never
of
buy no
Jordans in
Jordans.
my house. And Michael Jordan got enough money where he could have made them shoes cheaper.
Exactly.
That's why I don't give a damn. And he don't like black women either.
He
His
don't. He
first
don't
wife,
like. He
his
don't like us. Period. He
his
don't like
first
black
wife was a
uneducated
starter
people.
wife.
Period.
That black woman he married, the first one, that was a starter wife before he got where he wanted to go. Just like Kanye said, until you get on your fries, and once you get on, you get yourself with a white girl. That's how half of them feel. That's
Let me
how
tell
they
you.
feel.
Let me tell you something, Gigi and Miss Lady right here. If I had Michael Jordan money, let's say I'm Michael Jordan, but I'm a female, right? And I know my shoes I know my shoes make trillions all over the world. And I know that in the certain states, black poor children are getting killed because of my shoes on their feet. I'm at least get online and make a statement. I'm gonna do a press conference. I'm gonna pay for funerals and all that. That's what I would do. That's your morals and your principles that's built inside of you. It's in you, not on you.
But
They don't care. They don't care. And
wait a minute, didn't the Ball family? I'm probably saying their name wrong, but it's a family of basketball players, and they father didn't they come out with an affordable tennis shoe for black people like in the last 5 or 10 years?
I don't know. You talking about it. They ain't bigger than Jordan. Jordan the biggest with the shoe.
That yeah, Jordan, that sucks too. I wish people would not buy his shoes. I really do.
And they don't get it. They don't get it. I'm gonna tell you another shoe they shouldn't buy. You know them boots that come out in the wintertime? They real thick and
Uggs,
they black.
Uggs, Uggs.
No, not Uggs. No, no, no. Not
No,
Uggs.
which ones?
A lot of clear people be wearing them, but some black people wear them too. They black and they got a thick sole on them. Damn.
Hmm.
It'll come back to me. But that shoe go back to slavery. That shoe go back to it's a boot. I think of it in a minute.
Well, Garrett, I try to put you up, but I can't hear you. I don't see you, Garrett. I
You
hope
want
I'm
me to get
saying
down, GG? I can get down. I can get
no,
down, GG.
Devo, stay put. Just please stay put, Devo. I'll let
My
Garrett,
name ain't no Devo. It's Miss Diva Dog.
Diva
Here
down,
I
Miss
go.
Star.
You
Hey,
can,
girl,
I know I'm sounding like I'm Debo right now because I get excited about stuff I be talking about.
Miss Diva down. Check me. I love when she check it. Check it, Miss Diva down. Okay, how you pronounce your name so I can say it right?
Who? My name?
Yes.
Hilder.
Hilder. Hilder, talk to me.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's your thoughts about this, Hilder?
I just got in here, so what are y'all talking about?
With the title, we're talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z. They're out of the lawsuit against Diddy. They found out Joseph lied. They have receipts that Beyonce and Jay-Z, they was not at the location Joseph said they were. Joseph came out
Right.
and he's a white man. He said that Beyonce and all of them was doing all this freak off stuff with him. And he wanted Beyonce and
Oh,
Jay-Z to pay him money to get him to be quiet. So and on that, we're just talking about everything that's going on in the world.
yeah. It's just a lot of stuff. I was watching you on YouTube when you was talking about Angie Stone. I didn't like that. That was so sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm talking about Angie tonight. So come back tonight if you want to talk about
Okay.
Angie. Okay? All right. Lucy, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. I want you to be
I'm uh,
careful.
I'm trying to find out what the conversation is about. I've heard something about Kanye and Jay Z and Beyonce.
Yeah, well, Kanye is going to be next topic because he's been saying some horrible things about women. But on this topic, we're talking about Beyonce and Jay Z. This white guy named Joseph, he came out. He said Beyonce, Jay Z, and Diddy and LeBron, they all had him at a freak off doing freaky stuff to him and just took advantage of him. And he want all of them to pay him big sums of money. Well, they find out that Beyonce and Jay Z was not at the location, was not even in the city the time he claims they were in the city. So they have been pushed out of the lawsuit.
Well, all I can say is money talks. They pay their way out of a lot of things, and I know this for a fact because I'm related to someone in the industry, and they've been getting away with things too long, and it's
Mhm.
sad that our black men are being ostracized. It happens in prison, it's happening in the industry. It's like men, and they're losing their identity, and it's just a trick to cut our black men out of making babies for the black women or whoever. I'm not racist because we're all mixed up with something, and it's sad. And Kanye's ex-wife Kim, she's a minority just like he is. She's not white. She's Persian,
Uh-huh.
and she has ties to the Illuminati and did things to just basically mess Kanye's mind up with.
Okay, I don't know. I guess the Lumi cut off Lucy. Okay, celebrity, Miss Devo, what are your
I'm
thoughts
still
on
here.
what Lucy just said? Something dropped off.
See, Gigi, I can't really answer that. Like I can't answer that real quick because my mind get deep. You know, my
That's
thoughts and my shit get deep because it go all the way back a long time ago, way before any of this was ever started. Like she just said, right, they try to take our black men from us, right, and all that stuff, right? But let's put a pin in what she just said. Let's go all the way back. You remember back in the before I was born, when they was giving women food stamps and putting the men on child support and stay away orders and locking them up and all that. They been trying to take our protection, our black kings from us, so we can depend on the government. That's why we got food stamps, welfare, Section 8. That's why all this stuff has been in place for years. So it's deeper than just saying they trying to take our black men from us right now in this season, in this year. It go back, they been doing it to us.
Diva Dow. If they would not give women that was struggling, that was getting beat up by black men, that was getting killed by
All
black.
women weren't going through that. All women weren't going through that. My mother was killed by a man. But let me tell you, back in them days when they first started the food stamps and all that,
But
women
with
wasn't go
Diva
all women wasn't going
Dow,
through that.
Diva Dow, you had a choice. All black women did not accept government handouts.
No,
All
they
black
didn't.
families did not accept government handouts.
No,
But
they didn't. But
how they
majority
reached
of them did. You right, Gigi, but I'm saying majority of them. I can't speak for other states,
out. So
but I'm
you
just
would
going.
rather for those black women to suffer.
Can I
No,
say
I
something?
wouldn't.
Can I
No,
jump in, you guys? 1 second, Diva Doll, though. They did not start welfare for black women, first of all. They didn't give a damn about us, remember? See, we always kind of confuse things. They didn't start that to help us. Okay. And number two, I mean, at some point, like, in this day and age when we know how
exactly.
everything is, it's more white folks on it than us still. So
So
let
Miss
when you
Tina, it's not for blacks. You know, they create. I'm gonna go ahead, but you're right. Most people that's on welfare are white people.
they're not
Can,
black.
okay, okay. Can I say one thing? I'm gonna be quiet.
And but
Uh-huh.
celebrity stylists, y'all not gonna do that shit. And
What they
celebrity
doing? What they doing? I can't see the comments. I don't care what the comments saying.
no, okay, listen,
I
celebrity stylists. Wait. So why isn't since white people got welfare, since white people got Section 8 and all that, why they men ain't leaving them like the black men leaving the black women, huh? Because they've been doing the same shit.
you.
I
I
mean,
guess you right.
that was a
You got
whole
a point. You got a
was
point. You
the
got a point.
government is trying to take black men out the home because black women out here screaming for help because the black man beating them and having babies out of wedlock and doing all this stuff, and
You right.
she about to be put out with all them damn kids. Well, the white women, they getting more government assistance than you, and
Okay.
they're still doing fine as far as their white men protecting them and all that. So
Okay.
it was pushed like it was just one single thing. The government, no accountability for the black men, no accountability
You
for
you you
women
right.
choosing these type of men to lay up with. Just blame it on the government.
I'm sorry, Gigi, but when you tell me that a black woman, I'm not talking about white women. I am a black woman. If I have one child and I'm struggling, I ain't no god darn way you gonna tell me I should have three, four, five different baby daddies when none of them ninjas took care of the other four. That's stupid to me. I
Okay.
don't get it.
Let
So
me know when I.
do not blame white people. White people have done a lot of ucked up stuff to us, but you gotta use some of your own intelligence. I know I'm a Delta baby. It's a lot of black women that ain't out here just opening their legs, having babies by multiple men that they can't take care of. Whose effing fault is that?
But a lot
I'm
of
not
people
the
have
men
done
are.
a lot of horrible stuff to black people too. Y'all forget about that as well. Hell, I would like to be on a road with y'all, but I can't trust because I've been hurt by my own people too much. Hell.
Y'all
Gigi,
act like black women are stupid, like we don't have brains and we just go
nah,
out
we got.
there and we are victims to everybody. Stop making babies by men who don't take care of the other five that they got. If you got one or two and you can't take care of them, you don't need
Gigi,
three or four.
Gigi, I'm about to bust right now. My skin about to explode. Can I please say something? I agree with everything you. I agree, Gigi. I agree, Gigi.
Bus. Go ahead,
Gigi.
girl. Bust
Okay,
them.
I agree. I would agree with what you said, but guess what? I'm not saying all black women. And just like she just called black women stupid, you can't say that because not all
I
black
did
women
not
are
know.
stupid.
I didn't say black women stupid. I said people act like we're stupid and we don't
Okay,
have a
hold up.
brain.
Okay. Let me just get this out. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I can't speak for your state and other states and all the people that's in the comments, they states. I'm speaking for Washington, D.C., the DMV. Let me explain to you something. Right now, I got a cousin, right? She 59 years old. She got a Section 8 housing certificate. Her mama got a Section 8 housing certificate. Her grandmother got a Section 8 housing certificate. They live in Bury Farm, Parkchester. And all her kids, her adult kids right now, all of them got Section 8 housing. They don't got no jobs. They not looking for no jobs. They are comfortable with the government giving them food stamps and Medicaid and housing and all that. So not all, I'm not saying all black women. Some all black women don't get beat on by men. Yeah, my mother got killed by a man, but all black women ain't going through that. But
So
I'm
are
talking
you
about what
mad
I
at your
see. I'm
cousin
just
getting assistance? Are you
I'm
mad?
expressing what I see. It's a lot of black people, that black
Wow.
women out here.
Are you mad that that black woman is getting assistance?
No,
Is
I'm not mad because guess what? Guess
wow.
what they did? I'm not angry because I work every day. I work for mine. Can't nobody tell me I got to report every year to make sure my stuff is updated. I ain't got to go through none of that. I ain't got to go through none of that. What I'm saying is that I'm making a point, Gigi, is what I'm saying about when I said, when I went back in the days about the welfare system. A lot of us black women out here, I'm talking about all of them. A lot of them done got comfortable with that stuff. That's why now, I don't know about y'all states, but up here in the DMV, you can only be on welfare for 3 years now. They don't give a damn how many kids you got. They cut that out like 5 years ago.
Miss Diva Dow, you're saying black women has been taking advantage of government
Some
assistance.
of them, yes. Some of them, yes. Exactly. They glad the man gone.
Okay.
So whose fault is that though? Is that a personal choice? I know
That's
we've
a
been
personal.
programmed and assimilated. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I'm
Yes.
gonna tell you what. That's a personal choice. Know
You're
why?
they're mad the man is gone.
No,
Are
no,
you
no, no, no.
about that?
At first, Gigi, at first they started out with being mad the man gone. And then over the years and years and years and years of them seeing that the money coming in, they ain't got to go up and work. Anytime you got 4 generations living in the hood with a Section 8 certificate, that's crazy. 4 generations. You got a grandmother, a mother, a great grandmother, the kids, and then all of them got Section 8 certificates in the hood. That's
And
crazy.
if they choose to, so you want to cut it off. So it goes, you know what I think when they say black people are lazy. Or is that what you're saying about that group of
No,
black people?
they lazy and they got comfortable with the government was is handing out. And now I'm saying that's I don't know where y'all live at, but up here you see up here we see a lot of girls that they got security jobs, being a security guard, or they got home health care jobs. Because guess what? The government is cutting them off. You got 3 years up here with each child. After because DC, Washington D.C. is not a state. We're not a state. We got a lot of benefits up here for programs and all that. They done with that welfare stuff. Ain't no Section 8 list up here no more. You can't go and apply for Section 8 right now up here because it's over. If you
Gigi, I
ain't on
want
the
to say,
list, you
can
won't
I
get
say
on it.
something? Miss Diva, hold on, please, 1 second. Gigi, you said that the black women, and I'm not saying you're accusing them of that, but when people talk about black women that are on the welfare, I
Say
don't think
some of
it's
them.
a,
Say
wait,
some of them,
well,
sis.
some of them, but I don't feel that they're lazy. I feel like a lot of us have not been exposed and we don't have the opportunities.
No,
So
no, no,
there it comes.
no. No, I don't agree with that. I'm up here in the DMV. I see them. They selling their food stamps. You remember when COVID came out? They gave us all them
But
free
wait,
food
but
stamps.
can I finish before you can I
Man,
finish
a
my
lot
thought?
of them lazy.
But I'm saying a lot of people. If you just said it was generational, and I feel like a lot because where I'm from, I'm in the Bay Area. We got a huge population on the welfare as well. Okay, I'm not one of them, only because of my family and what I've seen. I've seen doctors and lawyers in my family. I was exposed to things, so I'm saying a lot of these young ladies they can do better, but nobody is giving them the opportunity. When you fall behind in school and you don't get the college education, you don't get the skills, then you become complacent. So I don't feel that they're lazy. I just feel like to some degree there is a lack of opportunities. And yes, some people need to be self-motivated, get up and get out. But if your community and your environment, if all you see is everybody hanging out at the liquor store and they ain't doing nothing, you really don't have the exposure. So I'm not going to call it lazy. I'm just not going to call it
Yes,
lazy.
so let
The
me see.
reason, the
Hold on, let
reason.
me cut it off.
Go
Hold
ahead,
on,
Jesus.
now, because I think when I said that, I was pretty much summing up what Miss Diva Dow has stated. I
Okay.
calling black women lazy, but Miss Diva Dial said she have saw so many generations of black women getting government handouts and don't
Uh,
want to work, don't
and
want to do.
what I'm saying, Gigi, I know you weren't calling back. What
Wait,
I'm saying, what I'm saying, Gigi, is up here where I live at. What I've seen.
Miss Diva, can I please finish so I can
Oh,
clear
I'm sorry, my bad, my bad.
shit? Okay. So when she made that statement that some black women that she know of that are generation, they're not working, they're just waiting on government handouts, they land on their back with random men to get all these kids so they can check more checks because they
Exactly.
don't want to work. So when Miss Diva said that, my mind went to a stereotype that black people are lazy. So I said, so do you agree that black people are lazy? Because it sounds like you're saying they're lazy. If they're doing generation after generation, they don't work, they just get government assistance, they have a multiple kids by multiple baby daddies so they can get more food stamps. That's what people say when they talk about lazy. And she agreed. She said, yeah, but it's not me saying that black people are lazy. I was
But
pretty
you,
much putting up what Miss Diva Dallas said. So I just want to make that clear because you already know the space we in, they love to turn it. Yeah, her ass over there
No,
talking
no. I
women.
wasn't
but
I wasn't saying that I was speaking
No,
to
you
that
wasn't.
comment, but not saying you're calling black people
I
lazy.
understand what you were saying.
Hold on. I know you wasn't, but
Yeah,
people will take it and try to
got
twist
you.
it and do.
Yes.
Okay,
I have to step on it.
Okay,
you
okay.
right. That's right, Gigi. You right.
Okay.
But Gigi, can I say one more thing? And I'm gonna say it here and be quiet after I say this. When I made that statement,
Miss
I
Diva, you
wasn't
keep
talking about.
saying that though.
But I gotta say this because I represent me. I
Okay.
gotta say this because I represent me. Let me just say I'm gonna be quiet. When I made that statement, I clearly said I don't know how it is in y'all states or where y'all live at. I'm talking about up here in the DMV, what I've seen for 54 years. It is a lot of lazy women up here, and they get complacent with that free money. They get complacent with that stuff. That's
Well,
what I'm saying.
Miss Diva Dow, I would say this. What if I was there? Would I want to cut off welfare stuff from them? No, but I want to know about community. I want to know about their parents and how they were raised.
Gigi, can I say one thing? Can I say one thing? Can I say
Wait,
one thing?
I finished.
Let's say hypothetically, you and the
Miss Diva Dow, let me finish.
okay, my
I
bad.
want to know that their family in the church, and every black community is the churches on every corner, and these churches got so much money. Why aren't the churches they're going to pouring into or educating them? Because ain't the church preaching to get married before doing stuff like that? So
Okay,
I
let
would
me
want
know when I can
to know what
talk.
is the community doing about uplifting their people. And then when you guys talk about, black people need to have on this, but you guys don't seem like y'all helping black people with uplifting them and supporting them and educating them and try to get them to know how. So
Hmm.
No, Gigi, I do tech classes in high school students. I teach young women how to get into the tech field. So, but can I reclaim my time? I would love to hear what this gentleman has to say. Can you jump in, sir? Please.
Hey, thank you, thank you. What's up, GG?
hey Jay Henry, missed you. How you
I
doing?
miss you too. I had to regroup at the think tank, and I thought I was crazy, but I watched you. Well, I've been watching you since, but I watched a few nights after how she came in Quiet Storm, and I was like, okay, I knew that shit wasn't me. But anyway,
Drama on this channel every day. It seemed like it's some drama. But go ahead.
Gigi
absolutely.
like that. Gigi
but
like that. Gigi like that.
But I enjoy the panel today. I've really enjoyed what I listened to. I do want to say I've taught in a Title I elementary school right behind the projects where I'm from, and we have offered our people because we were 89% black enrollment. We offer our people GED classes. We offer them financial literacy classes, things of that nature, and crickets. We actually had to shut the programs down. So, I've seen some people in the chat to say we are lazy. There's an element of us that is lazy. Frederick Douglass said it himself. You give a black man something, he ain't gonna want to work. Give a black person something, they ain't gonna want to work. So
Exactly.
there's an element there that is true. Then there's also an element where Miss Devo was right. Yes, these programs were created However, they harmed us. One of the qualifications for welfare and food stamps when it first rolled out was you could not be married, you could not have a male in the household. So our people was either lying about men staying there and threatening to get put out, or they just didn't want no men around at all. Now we say majority white people are on welfare. That's true. But you have to look at who's white presenting as well. You got Italian people, you got Kim Kardashian look white. She's white presenting. I know the young lady that was on said she was Persian. She is Persian, Peruvian, where she is from. But I bet she check on that box that she's white. You got Jewish people who are white, who consider themselves white. So you got a big class of people who consider themselves white, and the J people get benefits that nobody else get. They can have married people in the household and still get benefits from the government because there are certain rules and regulations that
Exactly.
give them exemptions. They take out business loans. They don't have to pay taxes on their business loans because of a certain rule. Now, our color self go get a business loan. We got to worry about credit. We got to worry about interest rate. We got to worry about paying it back. We got to worry about if our business gonna survive. If it don't, they come back and snatch it. So yeah, the system is jacked up.
And that
However,
answers your question, Gigi. When you said why we ain't helping the people in the black community because we can't afford it. That's why.
well, I beg to differ, but we some of us can, but the people that are like we talk about these celebrities, they on tight rope. They ain't coming back like that to give back to the community. And then, like I said, a lot of people say it's unpopular, but we were better off when we had our own stuff. We had our own banks. We didn't need them for anything. So now we're part of their system, and now we keep asking them, give us equality, give us. Wow, we can build our own shit. That's just my opinion. But yeah, those systems were to benefit people. However, at the end of the day, it did harm my people. I love my granny. My granny's name is on the damn list when they built the projects back home. She's still living in them same projects on the same street. She just moved from a 3 bedroom to a 1 bedroom. And I said as a kid, I would never be like my family, like just being basic. Now
Can
I
I
grew
ask
up
you?
in the
Can I ask
projects.
you? Can I ask you one
I'm
thing?
not, hold on, I'm not one of them black people that grew up in the suburbs or outside the city limits who beat their chest. I actually grew up in the hood, running from bullets, dodging bullets, and ducking at nighttime in the projects.
What
Ooh,
But
I
state
go
do your
ahead.
grandmother live? What state your grandmother live in? Chicago.
Nah, we're in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Okay. So you can't. So in North Carolina, you can't get food stamps or Medicaid unless you got a job.
They have changed that rule, absolutely.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a limited time though, and then I mean, hell, my granny she get food stamps. She's a senior citizen, but she only get $25 a month. But you got some of our people. Matter of fact, my grandma rent is 150 a month, and she on Social Security. This chick that live across the street, she black, been in the Jets for about 10 years. She only paid $5 a month in rent and got a 4 bedroom townhouse. Like, cause our project's pretty decent. Come down there, some of them look like townhouse.
that's a dream. How do I sign up? Shit.
Right.
No, you better.
Exactly.
Okay. Look, what's your name, sir?
Jay Henry.
Okay, Jarvis, listen. My little brother live in North Carolina, right? Sanford, North Carolina, right? He got cancer, right? He went to the welfare building to get Medicaid, right?
It's
Guess what they
hard.
told him? He had to have a job to get Medicaid.
Yep.
So I let him use my address. He came up here to DC and used my address. Stayed with me for 2 months. Used my address, got his Medicaid, and they gave him food stamps, and they gave him money with no job. I let him use my address, and he got a doctor up here. That's the
Yeah,
only
my
way he can get medicine for his cancer.
my auntie, she passed back in 2016, but she's from North the Carolinas area. She was had heart condition. She unfortunately was overweight, had a heart condition, diabetes, high blood pressure, could not get disability, couldn't get help down here. She moved to DC.
Exactly.
She moved to DC and ended up getting help. Got an
Yeah.
apartment. She's lived on Andy Hillers when she moved up there.
Okay, what do you gotta do to get all that for $5 a month? What's she on?
That I don't know what that sister doing. Like I said, she been on there for a
Damn,
while, but
a
But
month.
DC, the reason why DC is
Because we're
more
not a
liberal.
state.
Right, they're not a state; they're a territory, so they're mainly ran by the federal government.
Okay.
So when you go to these states, you have to go through state programs. So it's based on what your state. What the federal government trickle down to the state, and the state set the rules. You live in D.C., whatever the rules the federal government set, you're under those rules because you're under the territory of the federal government
And I'm
in
glad
D.C.
you said that, Gigi. I'm about to answer your question, and I'm gonna mix it up with what he just said. Remember, Gigi, before he came on to talk, you said, "Well, Miss Diva Doll, why don't nobody help these women up here? These people on welfare stuff. You know why? Because guess what? DC is not a state. They can
Yeah,
go to college. You can go right if you got a DC resident. Listen, if you got an ID up here that say you got a DC address, you can go to college for free. DC gonna pay for it.
yeah,
If you
because it's
got
a
kids,
territory. It's a
if you
federal
got if you
territory.
let's say I want to go to college, let's say I'm 25, I want to go to college, I got 3 kids, right? Why I go to college? They gonna pay for my kids the daycare. They gonna pay for the daycare every day. But guess what? I got 3 kids. I'm getting about $900 worth of food stamps every month, right? When you get, I'm speaking hypothetically. When they get the food stamps, guess what they do with the food stamps? They don't
Like
spend the food
selling
stamps
them.
on they sell them food stamps for
Yep.
weed, for crack,
I
for both, for
I
liquor,
about to say
they phone bill.
I got family members like that too.
I
They
got
sell their
family
food
members like
stamp.
that. That's why I'm saying that. That's why I be saying.
Hmm.
That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. But I'm only saying it for up here because I don't know about y'all states. Up here, they got you can get a grant, right? Remember, you was just talking about a loan for to open your own business. They not gonna give it to nobody black. They give it to the foreigners to come over here. That's why
But
all our businesses.
what?
And you was talking about the churches, GZ, right? Every church got a liquor store, got 2, 3 liquor stores connected to it on the same block.
Well, that's why I was saying, Miss Devo, and I'm saying this general as a blanket statement. There's a lot of black people that were raised in the suburbs that don't know the
Oh, they took
struggles
me out the
of the
show.
hood, huh?
Okay.
We can hear you.
I can't hear y'all. Y'all disappeared.
We can hear
We
you.
can hear you.
But he right, Gigi. He came up here and connected the dots of what you were saying, though. He is absolutely. I'm glad he know about the DC because everybody don't know that DC got so much free stuff up here. It don't make no sense. If you want to get your if you want to get your feet,
Moving to DC. Hell, I'm
let me
moving.
say.
Yeah,
Let me tell
DC
you what.
have a
Let me
lot
say
of
what they doing up
programs.
here.
You
People
could
getting.
take.
They not getting dentures up here. They using a free DC Medicaid to get screw in teeth. They doing screw ins.
Yeah, I'm
You
about to
know how
say
much screw ins cost?
Miss Devo, we're gonna have to talk because I'm moving to
DC,
DC.
I wish I could. I work. I got a
DC,
job. I wish I could get some of that free shit they getting up here.
I'm moving to DC, y'all. Hey, I'm for real. $5
yeah,
a
but
month, and
DC is a territory of the federal government, so they
Your
not
phone
bound
going
under
out, Gigi.
they're
Miss
not bound under state laws.
Devo, how's the men out there?
They ain't no good. They on the down low, just like in Atlanta.
Oh shit.
They got four and
Woo.
five baby mamas, but at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, they got a trainee coming through the back door.
Oh my God, Miss Devo.
Yeah, they ain't no better. They
Devo.
ain't no better.
Okay.
D-
Okay.
Devo telling the
I'm
truth.
telling the
She
truth,
telling the
baby. I'm
truth
telling
though.
the truth.
Devo is telling the truth though.
Let me tell you how bad it is up here. If you go on a
Okay.
date with a nigga and he pull out his own condom, don't trust the condom. Have your own condom. They poking holes in condoms up here.
Are they not? Are you
Yeah, they doing
serious?
it up here.
Hmm.
Do
Cause they
that. I
angry.
don't
They
do that.
angry. They angry. They didn't caught that ninja.
Okay.
So they angry.
Oh, Miss Diva.
Oh,
I
it's
know
terrible up
black
here.
men are not doing it to other black people.
Okay, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna tell you something. This real talk. Go to church on Sunday up here in a big church. They got a large congregation. You better be packing when you go in there. Cause guess what? Soon as the election plate run around, they got people coming in there and you know what they doing. They going on the cable for the money in the church. That's how
Well,
bad it is.
let me say this. I know Gigi mentioned the church too, but a lot of I mean, the churches, a lot of them work with the federal government anyway. So back then, a lot of them helped build a lot of the projects and pushed a lot of them programs that our people signed up to. So a lot of our churches are complicit with what the government done. Just to be honest.
I don't know about right now in 2025. These churches up here where I'm at, they getting robbed on Sundays.
Oh
They
yeah,
gotta have
you gotta
security.
have
They getting
yeah,
robbed.
you have to have
They
security in
getting
church.
robbed up here. They getting robbed.
My goodness, robbing a church. Okay, hold on. Officially, Mitch, how you doing? What are your thoughts about this Beyonce or Jay-Z or whatever we're talking about?
Yeah, we done
Hi,
got
how are you?
I'm doing good.
Hi, Gigi.
Hey.
This is I've been listening to Diva Doll and I've been listening for like a minute. So my thing is it's deeper than I was just talking to a friend and we were talking about systematic oppression and
exactly, exactly,
we do not own
exactly. Yeah.
where
Come on.
we live.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we do not have control over anything. And I feel like the powers that be know that, because if black people owned the ghettos, there would be no ghettos. There would be mansions. It would be a great representation of what we want. We don't want to live like this. And so I believe that Ms. Diva Doll needs to move from DC. I believe that she needs to um really see what other representations of government assistance looks like, because I feel like DC is giving her a little bit of um, disdain when it pertains to what her community is doing with the
Please
government
let me know when
assistance.
you finish. Please let me know when you finish.
Excuse me.
Let me know when you finish. I wanna rebuttal.
Okay, you can rebuttal now because
No,
Hold
no.
on,
I
Diva.
wanna wait. I wanna wait till you
Hold on,
absolutely
Devo,
finish. No, I
before
wanna
you
wait. No,
rebuttal.
no, no. I wanna wait till you absolutely finish.
I know, before you rebuttal
And I
though,
can send you receipts. I give you
Mitch,
my
I
email.
Mitch, I do agree, because we don't own where we live is because they came in to snatch a lot of our stuff. And we had nice houses before they came in and told us our neighborhoods were shitty and tore down our neighborhoods and built the project. But I'll go ahead and let you finish for
but what
Devo, because I
she
know Devo's gonna take off.
yeah, I know,
No,
because
I'm
she's
not
been
gonna take
taking
off.
off.
I'm
No,
gonna
that's a
calm down.
given.
I just took one of my mental health anxiety pills. I'm good. Listen,
Oh, so
this is what I
hopefully
want
it
to say to
kicks
you.
in pretty
Listen,
soon. So my thing is, I I'm hearing you say that all the community is basically using and just like milking the government assistance. But I would ask, do you realize that's not the full um representation of government assistance when it pertains to the black community?
okay. Are you finished? Let me know when I can talk.
Yes, I'm finished.
Okay. Again, I've been married for 22 years. My husband passed away as soon as the COVID came out. Right. When my husband passed away, I got a $500,000 life insurance policy. Right. I got a house and 2 acres of land in North Carolina, right now, Sanford, North Carolina. Okay. I work in DC. That's why I still live here. My plan was when I retire, that's before Trump getting ready to take our jobs, was to really move there for good. Okay. So when you talk, I'm not on welfare. I've never been on welfare. I've never been on Section 8, none of that stuff. When I speak about the Section 8 and the government, I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna reiterate this for the last and final time. When I talk about the government and the welfare and all that stuff, and some of the women is lazy, I'm not talking about your state or all states over the map. I'm talking about where I live at, where I've seen it for the last 54 years. I'm talking about here where I live at, where we got all this free stuff and ain't nobody using it, but they using the free stuff the government giving them. That's what I'm talking about. So when you talk about I should move, yeah, I'm gonna move permanently when I leave the federal government where I've been working at for the
Okay,
longest.
can I say something? And I think Miss Devo, I think it's your perspective, but I'm going to say it in my terms. This is what I think. I don't know. I think she's trying to paint a picture. You have a station, and in a station, one side you have free government assistance, and another station you have financial literature, how to get it yourself, how to be independent. And I think people are saying that, the government assistance for some, not all, is a distraction, and they don't want to build independence. They don't want to go to the financial literacy classes like Jay Henry said they have. Nobody shows up there because they rather take this road and just get the government
Mhm.
assistance. And it's not all. Some people really need that, and they are getting it.
Mm.
But the people that are taking advantage, they
Exactly. And I'm
harder.
Okay.
paying for it because I'm a taxpayer.
Okay.
And you
Can I?
right, Gigi. I'm not talking about you right. Exact. Thank you, Gigi, for speaking up for me. 'Cause you know what? And guess what? Guess who? Remember that cousin I told you I got, where her grandmother and mother and all her kids got? They got a sex certificate. Guess who's paying for that? Me. I'm a federal government worker. I'm tired of paying for them hoes to lay up all day long with their man and let their man trap out their house all day long. They ain't
Well,
got to do that.
Can I
Who?
ask?
I'm paying for that.
Mhm.
So that's why I feel like this. And I see it on a daily basis for 54 years since I've been alive up here. I'm not talking about your state. I'm talking about right here where I can see it. And I've been seeing it. You remember when COVID came out, Gigi?
Covina, Covina.
Okay, Covina. You remember they gave out them emergency stamps to everybody all over the world?
Uh-huh.
My next door neighbor she got 6 kids. This girl was getting over $4,000 in stamps every month. And she was selling them.
So
Selling it.
She
That's
was
correct.
selling them. They
Yeah.
get weed and liquor and gas in her car and all that. She wasn't feeding her kids all that whole $4,000 every month. Who you think paying for that? Me. That's why I'm so passionate about what I speak about. Because
I
I'm
can
not speaking
yeah,
about
but
y'all
you're not
state.
the only one that's paying for that. It's not personal. It shouldn't. You
No.
shouldn't take that personal because federal workers are not the only ones that pay for
I'm
that.
talking about me. I ain't got nothing to do with you and everybody else in the family. I'm talking about my portion. My portion might be 1%. I'm in my feelings about that.
you
So
talking
you
about
can
your
get up off
tax
your
money.
ass. You can
She,
get up off your
she's,
tail. You can get up off your tail just like I do and go to work. So I'm not talking about all women. I'm not saying all of them. I'm
see what
talking about the ones I see.
hmm a lot of people feel that way, Miss Devo. I see
And
across,
it ain't right.
and that's why people, are changing things, and things are being changed because your money, your tax money, is going to certain things. So I know what you're saying.
and I get what Devo was saying. It's like you got access to these programs. You're not
Right. And
benefiting
it's
from them.
free.
It's free. Like a lot of high schoolers these days, they can graduate with an associate's degree. A lot of them, there are programs out there that our people don't take advantage of that are free. But we beat our chest and say we can't get a leg up, or we can't move forward. But there are
You
opportunities that are being taken advantage of by people that don't look like us, and then we frown upon some of them people that don't look like
but
us.
but
So
but right. You right, bro. But look at this. You right, bro. But I'm gonna jump on this on your bandwagon when you said that. A lot of them saying they can't get a leg up. You can't get a leg up to go apply for a free grant for college for 4 years. It's free. You ain't paying up for, but you can go to a club all night long on the weekends. You can post pictures on it. You can go get a $400 lace front. Come on, man. Come
yeah,
on.
It's messed up.
Come on, man.
Hold on, Miss Devo. Let's not talk about all these big backs, okay?
No, I'm a big back. It don't matter. You got some big backs in the size 5 and 7 jeans. It don't matter. I'm talking about. I'm being real.
Be on
I'm
your
being.
side. That's what I gotta say.
okay.
You guys are role playing. I'm role playing, okay?
Oh, you
I
role play? Come on. I know you role playing.
but they, all these food stamps, it ain't doing nothing but making their back bigger, okay?
Let
They
me ask you something, Gigi. Gigi,
fuck
can I ask you something? I want to speak. Gigi,
off
can I ask
this
you something? I hypothetical. Gigi, I'm about to role play with you, right? I'm about to role play backwards,
role play
okay?
with me. Go ahead.
Hypothetically role playing. You live
Right,
up here in the DMV, right?
right.
You on welfare, you get food stamps and all that. The section they pay your rent every month. Your rent is zero. You don't pay nothing,
And
and they pay your light, and they give you a check, and they give you a check every month for your light bill, right? Well,
I'm
they
paying
give you. Why is your lights off and you spending $400 on a lace front wig? Hello.
Okay, well, let me tell you something, girl. I had to go to my friend Kiki party. It was a party of the year, and I had to make sure my hair was doing good. Oh yeah, I brought.
Okay, so Gigi, what did you do with the light bill money when the government sent you a check every month for $200?
This in
It's
that lace
past you.
front.
Miss
You
Tebow, don't disrespect me, okay?
No, I want to know where that light bill money that the government sent you
Don't
$200 every month.
worry, Miss Tebow. This is the thing. This is what I have to say, and I'm gonna say it so seriously. You need to mind your
I'm
business.
not minding nothing because I'm a taxpayer. I'm paying for that lace front you got on your damn head. I done paid for that lace front. I paid a portion of that lace front.
You mad because I'm living a good life. You
Girl,
gotta
I'm living.
You going to work every day. I don't got to do none of that. I look good. Yeah, I
If you
use
look so
my,
good, Gigi, why is your lights off? Why is you sitting in a Section 8 apartment in the project with your lights off? But you got a $400 wig on.
first of
You
all,
ain't living good if your lights is off and you got a $400 wig on your head.
talk. Can I talk?
You lost.
I'm not even there. I'm with my baby daddy at his house and his lights on, so don't worry about it.
Your baby daddy ain't got no house. He live in the basement with his grandmother.
You
Girl,
don't
bye.
you don't know that. You
Yes,
always
I do. I be seeing y'all on TikTok all the time, Gigi.
so miserable. Mind your business, old
I
lady.
be Gigi. I see you and your man on TikTok all the time in his grandmother's basement.
Why are you looking at us, first of all?
Why you on the internet for the whole world to see it?
Because I make money off the internet,
Well,
duh.
answer the question, Gigi. You still ain't answering the question for me, ma'am. And we role playing. Why? What happened to the government checks every month they send you $200 for your light bill? What happened to them $200 checks?
Like I said, don't worry about it. It's none of your
You
business. And I
cash them.
don't
Get your
you.
damn hair done.
You're acting strange. Why are you harassing me? Leave me
You don't
alone.
make no sense. So now it's harassment when they put it. It's gonna be harassment when Donald Trump cut off that Section 8 too, huh? Because that's coming next.
Well, guess what? If Donald Trump cutting off my lights, he gonna cut off some with you, boo
I
boo.
said the
So we
Section 8. I ain't say your light. Your light's already off. I said the Section 8.
both lose. That's what you want. That's what you really want. You want
You
to see
gonna go live in that? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen when Donald Trump take that Section 8 certificate.
with you.
When Donald
Listen,
Trump take that Section 8 certificate from you,
talk because you always want to talk. This is my issue with you. You always talk about support black women. We all need to come together as a black community.
I
But you'll be the first one that's happy and
when did
resourceful.
you hear me say something about support some black women, Gigi? You gotta support your own self. I can't make you get up and stand on your 10 toes and be the woman that you should be. I can't make you do that. You ain't never once heard me say that about no support no black woman.
So you're not for black power?
I'm for black people, period. But we what you're not realizing, I ain't role playing no more. What you're not realizing that the odds are always against us. We out here hating on each other. We can't come together.
You out here hating on me. I'm living my best life. I promise you. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm happy with my $400 lace front. I'm okay with my lights being cut off. I'm not complaining.
But you
But
still ain't
you
answer the question. You still ain't answer the question. What did you do with the $200 check the government send you every 30 days for your light bill?
said, that's none of your business. You need to get out of my business.
You about to be in the basement with your baby daddy at his grandma's house.
Okay, why are you concerned?
Because I ain't gotta pay for it no more.
Okay, well, okay. Well, leave me alone. I'm sure you're gonna have to pay for something. You're just jealous because I live a good life and you struggle.
Okay, baby, you living good life and you ain't got no lights on. Okay, I'm gonna let you have that, ma'am. I'm gonna let you have that. I'm jealous of you and all my lights is on and all that. I
Yeah,
got
and
my
I look
car on
good.
the charger, my
I
car in the garage on the charger right now.
look good. My hair look good. My body T. Okay, clock
What
that.
what kind of car you driving?
Okay,
What kind of car you got?
a SRT.
What year?
Don't worry about that.
Is it gas or electric? I know it ain't electric because your lights is off.
Uh, why you in my business, man?
Anyway,
Thank you. Okay, KM, how you doing, baby?
I love you,
Hey
Gigi.
guys. All right.
I
So
love
Gigi,
you.
you kind of challenging me. I usually just be in the background listening and commenting. So I'm gonna
Okay,
go ahead. I
okay.
had to make a whole list so that I stayed on topic. Okay, because I have a lot of things I want to say, but I know some people are not gonna let me finish. But the
I'm
Okay,
gonna
first
let you
thing,
finish. I know you talking about.
I'll put you down for a second. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got
okay. All right. So the first thing I want to say, and it kind of bothers me, is people need to respect your show. All right. We had somebody come up yesterday and call somebody something. I'm not going to say their name because the people that were there yesterday saw it. And I'm sorry to who he said it to, but people think they take over your show and make it theirs. They need to respect that it's your show. You have guidelines, and maybe people need to read the guidelines before they get up here. There's certain words we can't say because it will affect you. So I'm
it.
sorry that that happened, and I'm sorry who that happened to. Second thing I want to say, the Carters, they have enough money to bend the narrative however they want it to look. They got enough stuff going on where we keep seeing their names. When there's smoke, there's fire. It may not be what the person said in their lawsuit, It could be. We don't know. We weren't there. So I'm not even going to speak on that no more. Um, the orange guy. I uploaded a link to his site for the, what's it called? The Project 2025. That's his agenda. That's everything that he is going to do with his presidency. So take a second. Don't go off of what people are telling you. Read it for yourselves. Welfare. I was a single mom at 20. I had one daughter. I had three part-time jobs. I was in the reserves. I was doing inventory and I was working at Wendy's. I made too much. I tried to get Section 8. They told me I made too much, but I didn't make enough because we were homeless living in my car. So kind of like, I feel a certain type of way about it, but I understand it. It is what it is. It just kind of sucked, but that's what it is. DC and Bmore, they got it rough. I was stationed there for 5 years. My brother bought homes in Baltimore. I saw it. I see how it was outside my unit. It was rough. It was a mentality that, and they stayed in it, and they can leave. They can leave, but they choose not to. That's where they're from, and they represent it. Southeast was very rough, and it was heartbreaking. But I get it. I get it. My mom's from Detroit. I saw it there. I see it where I'm from. It is what it is. I mean, they just have to want to do better. They have to want more. We can't make them do that. And then the Section 8 thing, if your mama, your grandma, and everybody was on it and they taught you how to scam the system, then you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it too because it's easy, right? Then Kanye. Kanye, if you watch the academics podcast or a little interview that they did, he admits, he says 80% is true, but 20% of what he says is fake news. Kanye's not as dumb as we think he is, and he does drop some nuggets. We just have to figure out what part is real and what part's not. But he is telling the truth with some of the stuff he's saying. This is my opinion, and this is also what he said. A lot of the stuff he said is true. I'm just saying, he's not scared. He also brought up the one thing that he has now, that now that he's a billionaire, he says the most important thing to him is to be able to speak, and people have to hear him. He says all that materialistic don't mean nothing to him. It's about him having his voice. I feel that. That's pretty cool. All right, so the next thing. Okay, so I'm thinking that we need to have more podcasts about some of the BS that's actually happening in our world. Maybe we need to start talking about some of the stuff that they're implementing or that's going on. Maybe we bring up some real news and start talking about that stuff too, because there's a lot of shit going on and it's affecting us, and we should be able to have a space where we can vent about it. And then the next thing. FDR started the New Deal program for unemployed Americans. He did that back in 1935 during the Great Depression. I learned about that in class last semester, and it kind of blew my mind because I really want to know more. But yeah, I think it kind of got out of whack because people find loopholes. People are very smart. They're going to find the loopholes on how they ain't got to work. Hell, here in Las Vegas, people would rather ask for money right outside McDonald's than ask for McDonald's to give them a little job doing the grounds of the building. It's easier that way. And then churches are nonprofits. So I know she was talking about churches. They're nonprofits, so they have their own little set of things that they go by. And I think that's pretty much it, Gigi. And I'm sorry if I did not mean to offend you with my comment earlier. I hope you didn't take it that way. I was just saying we got to talk more about what's going on in the world that's affecting us, not just about this messy shit. Now, I enjoy the messy shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I do like to know about current events as well.
Well,
That's
Pam,
it.
I appreciate you saying what you said. I just want help. I can't do it alone. Sometimes I need you to come up here and engage more. I need you to help turn the wheel. I'm a team player. I need help. I'm not a hero. I'm not a leader like that. I don't see myself like that. I need help. So if you have some ideas, just help me out. That's all I'm saying. And I appreciate you coming here and speaking your list and let people know, hey, I don't want to be interrupted. This is the space I want to have. And you got what you wanted.
I appreciate y'all. I don't like being on the spotlight. So it was kind of rough for me, but it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You did it, and you did great. I cannot tell it was rough. Uh, You might it well.
I was an instructor in the military, so sometimes you just got to do it. But I think your inclusiveness, you include everybody, and you let people have their moment. Some people take advantage of it, but thank you for what you're doing. I really enjoy your channel, and I'm I just retired, so money's a little tight, but you will be the first podcaster that I actually send money to. All right. Let me get my finances together and I will subscribe and I will send you some money. So
Hold on,
thank you for what you're doing.
you yet? You ain't subscribed yet?
I'm not. Nope. I've not subscribed to anybody. I
I'm
haven't
just
subscribed to anybody. So
glad you came up. I really appreciate it.
well, God bless you guys. I gotta go to do some lifting. I gotta go drive these folks so I can make some money. Times is hard right now. Y'all
All right.
take care. God bless. I will be back on tonight to listen to your podcast. Y'all have a
Bye
good day.
bye. All right. So Charles, are you there? Charles, what did you want to say?
Uh, First of all, Gigi, I enjoy your platform, but I just want to get this out the way. Um, you push a lot about being respectful, you know, all your guests, being respectful to you, but you let one of your platform guys disrespect me the other night. Really, really, and then you block me. I think that was. Go ahead.
I said I apologize, but I
Yeah,
said
because I didn't I respect your platform and I respected him, and he called me an idiot. You let him get away with that.
I apologize. I will be better. I
Yeah,
Charles,
please do, because that was totally wrong. That was totally wrong. I never said nothing bad to that guy. But I was listening to on the DMV doll, right? I'm from DC, and I understand exactly what she's talking about. About because I know some people in the same progress that she's talking about got that generation Section 8, but I don't try to figure out what's their purpose or what's the reasoning behind them doing it. I don't know. But I got to state something else. And we was talking about how, for instance, okay, back in the way back, it's a prestigious part of town called Georgetown, right? And back in the late days, blacks used to own this. I mean, it's really prestigious. And the
Yeah,
doll on there, she
Ex-
know what I'm talking about.
I ain't
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Georgetown was a prominent black institute. I mean, all blacks up there.
Neighborhood. Yep.
And the federal government made the blacks move from up
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Truck yeah, made the blacks move from there, right? My point is getting back to the projects. Then all the clear people, they own Georgetown now.
Yep.
They own Georgetown. I mean, nice. It's nice.
Yep.
So, and I see where it started from. Well, not Section 8, but government housing.
Yep.
But my mother. I'm gonna close with this. My mother was a single parent. I used to live in Southwest DC, right down the street from Fort McNair. For all, um, I know Dawn know what I'm talking about. And my mother was on like welfare for like before because she was in training to give a government job. And my mother got that job right. As soon as she got that job, she got off of welfare. But welfare wasn't Section 8 wasn't prominent back then. And she could walk to work because Fort McNeil was right down the street, you know. And I can't say everybody is using welfare, but I definitely know what Dahl is talking about. Trust me. I lived in DC. I know a lot of people in projects in Berry Farms and Park Chester. And thank you for allowing me to share, Gigi. I respect your
Okay,
platform.
thank you. I
Uh,
appreciate you, Charles.
All right.
Okay. Um.
I actually, my computer died, so that's why I dropped down. I didn't want you to think I just abruptly left.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's all right, Mitch.
But I did have a, if I can just ask, say something that I observed.
Okay, go ahead.
Um, when I listen to Diva Doll and everything, we're you don't have to try to get us to understand the people that you are describing. We know those people exist. We're saying that why we're agreeing as to why they're not wanting more for themselves. But like you said, Gigi, when you guys were role playing, it is none of your business. And I feel like Miss Diva Doll has misplaced anger. I feel like she should be talking to the federal government and the people that actually give the money out. The money is taken from taxpayers and the government is giving the money to eligible people. So your gripe is not with the eligible people, your gripe is with the government. And I just feel like it's misplaced anger, because if you were in a room full of all of these people that you described, Miss Diva Doll, what would your resolve be? What would your call action to them be? They're going to do with they're going to do with their money. That is their business. Your problem is with the people that give the money out,
Let me know when
because
you done.
we are
Mitch,
all paying into the system.
okay, Mitch, and I think that's why things are changing now because those same people, like
Exactly.
Devo Dial, has voted a different way, and that's why a lot of stuff is being taken out, and a
Exactly.
big change is coming now. So
Yeah, and that's
those
all
people
you can
now
do.
explain to the government, and things are going to change, and now those other people are going to start complaining. So
Right.
Can
okay,
I when y'all finish, can I say
go
something?
ahead, Miss Devo Dial. I'm done.
I know this your platform. I ain't trying to take on nobody's platform because I can make a live on my own. I'm not about that. I ain't got to do with that. Listen, I don't have a gripe. I just got an opinion like all of us. Everybody got an opinion. It's like a butthole. You know what I'm saying? We all got it. We can
Now,
agree
Miss
to
Diva
this.
Dow,
We can agree.
You have a gripe,
Miss Diva
mama.
Dow, hold on. KM wasn't referring to you when she was talking
I
about
know,
taking.
I know.
Okay,
I'm not centering anyone out. I'm just speaking. I'm speaking what I feel. It's not a gripe. It's not anger at the government, the next door neighbor, none of that.
Do you
It's
know what a
just
gripe is?
yes,
You hold interest strongly in the fact that you feel like these people are misusing the money. That is a gripe. It has a hold
let me
on
tell
you.
you, it ain't got no hold. I'm living
Yes,
in
that's what a
reality.
gripe is,
I'm
mama.
not arguing with you, young man. I'm not arguing with you. I said what I said. This is how I feel.
But the
You can take it how
definition
you
of a
want. It ain't no
gripe,
but. Gigi, I'm trying to respect your platform because I'm
okay.
not up here to
Well,
argue, go back and forth with nobody.
one
We all
person
got our
at
own opinions.
a time. Jay
okay, go
Henry,
ahead.
help me out. One person at a time.
Go
We
Okay.
ahead.
all got our own opinions. I'm not up here to argue with nobody or debate. We all can agree to
Yeah.
disagree. I might not agree with what you're saying. You might not agree with what I'm saying, but I'm gonna respect what you're saying.
Hmm.
So what
Right.
I'm saying is that it's not a gripe. It's a personal thing I see every day. Okay, it ain't no gripe. I don't have a gripe because I sleep good at night. My bills is paid.
I see it
And I
every
didn't
day
say every,
too,
and I
but
didn't
I
say
am not up
everybody,
here
and I didn't say,
saying,
I didn't say everybody. You're not listening to my words. I didn't
yes,
say
you've
every
been.
woman. I didn't say everybody.
Well,
It's a
I'm
lot
talking
of people
about
on.
you and you're expressing. I've been sitting on here for a
I
while
mean, I'm,
now.
and I'm going to express how I feel. I don't care
Exactly.
where you
It has a
sit at.
hold on you,
I
is what
don't
I'm
care if Jesus
saying,
Christ is
because
on
I
his
see those
live.
same people. I have those
Let me
same
tell you
people that
something,
you're
young man.
describing
I
in
don't
my
care if
in your life. I see
I
those
don't
same
care.
people in my
You right.
community. I have those same people in my life, but it doesn't have a hold on me,
But
and I
listen,
don't
who
have a
said they had a
gripe
hold on
with
me?
that.
Who said they had a hold on me because I'm
I said
expressing
it, and we
myself?
all see it that it has a hold
I
on
don't
you.
care what you. Let me say something. I don't care if Jesus Christ was on his live. I don't
And
care
he
if
will
Jesus
tell
Christ
you
himself
that you
was
need to
on his
be
live. See, you
delivered
trying to be
from that
argumentative.
gripe and mind
Gigi,
your
I'm gonna be
business when
quiet.
it pertains to other people's
I'm gonna be
pockets.
quiet, Gigi,
And
because
you
I
need
ain't
to
trying to
talk
hear
to
what
the
y'all
Wait,
saying.
officials and the
Jay,
people that make the laws.
hold on.
I'm gonna be quiet because I'm not trying to
Jay
disrespect your platform.
Henry. Where did Jay Henry go?
I'm gonna be quiet because I'm not trying to
What's
disrespect
up?
your platform. What I'm saying is not
I
about no
keep
gripe.
asking you to help me referee now. Hell.
It's
Oh,
not,
I
and
got
you
you.
don't have to
Look,
referee because I'm not up here
that's
to do that. I don't
I,
channel that type of
know, but
energy.
Jay Henry,
Well, I
he
was gonna say something though
I
when they
speak real.
finished.
I'm being realistic because I see
I
the
was
shit
gonna
every
say
day.
I was gonna say something as well. Um, when people give personal anecdotes, people have a right to be passionate about what they feel.
Exactly.
So, I don't think it's a personal gripe per se. She's just giving now her personality and her voice may come off like she's very strong. She's strong.
That's just
So
me.
a lot
I'm
of people
blunt. That's
can't
just
take
me.
that.
I'm
Very blunt.
real.
Yeah, people can't take that. So I don't
But
know
I'm gonna
that.
be respectful at the same time. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody. I don't
that-
know that man. I'm not gonna say him. Oh, he got a great.
I,
I don't know him.
So
I,
you thought that was disrespectful
I
for
don't.
me
It
to
wasn't disrespect. I don't care.
analyze?
well,
You
no,
can't disrespect me because you don't know me. You
no,
can't
no, no.
I
Hold
disrespect
on.
me
wasn't
because
being
you don't know me.
disrespectful. I'm observing what
I
you're
don't give a
saying, and I
damn if
Well,
feel
Jesus
no.
Christ was on the live observing
What I
beside you.
now
I don't care.
what I will say, what I felt disrespectful, this is my personal opinion, is you're trying, I don't know your name, fella, but you're trying to out intellect her.
He can't
And
out intellect
out
me no why because he don't
intellect.
know
I'm
me.
trying
He
to
don't know me.
intellect.
well,
Out
with
intellect.
with the
What?
gripe, do you know what gripe means? I
But
mean,
listen,
No,
but
like, come
listen.
on.
she clearly doesn't because do you know? So do
He
you
don't
know what gripe
understand
means?
what I'm saying. He can't listen. He can't out intellect me no why because he don't know me personally. I
I
don't give
don't
a
need to
damn
know
what
you,
he's
but I
saying.
know that you have an issue with people
Let me tell you what
misusing
I got an
money.
issue with. Jesus Christ will be sitting in your lap telling me the same thing, and I'm still gonna say the same thing I'm saying the way I'm saying it.
Okay. All
Cause you
right.
don't pay my bills. And I respect your opinion like I want you, I can agree to disagree with you. But
Okay.
don't come up here trying to single me out because that's not
I'm
gonna
not
work. I'm not
singling
one of
you
them.
out.
I'm
You're up
built
here.
for a tough boo.
No, you represent a mass
I'm
majority
representing
of
me. I'm representing
okay,
me.
well
people
Look,
that
go
think
too
like that.
far. Let's go too far.
So I'm
And
not
yeah, let's
singling
get
you
back
stop
to
out.
being with me because I'm
Beyonce.
not one
Well,
of them. I don't
Let's
give a damn about the internet.
Wait a
It's all
minute,
about
well,
y'all.
my
let's
biz.
let's just
I'm gonna have to reclaim my time one more time. Let's
thank
just
you,
take it down.
celebrity.
Let's be respectful, y'all. Like
Yeah, because he
everybody,
wasn't being respectful.
everybody has they see things through their own lens, right? So
And that's what
if
I
it
said.
yeah,
I
it's all
respect
Miss
everybody.
Diva, I get you. You passionate. I get listen,
I'm
I
not
got
gonna be
passion.
trying to
Listen,
disrespect her platform or
Miss
take over
Diva,
the platform.
I got passionate at work one time and my manager was like, do you want to have a performance review right now? Some progressive counseling. So I feel you, but we have to just let other people talk. And sir, you did kind of. I thought it was a little shady when you said you don't
Oh,
understand. I ain't gonna
look,
lie.
let me tell you something. I'm built for the shade. I'm built for a tough
No,
boo.
I was being educational
Now
because
you're not
she
being
did not
educated. You're
know
being
what
illiterate. You're being illiterate, and
illiterate.
I hate to say that. You're being
what?
illiterate
Hold, hold
because
on,
you
Thank
Miss
trying to come
Diva.
for me. When
Miss
I
And
Diva.
live in the DMV,
wow.
I see this shit every day.
And I
Miss,
see it every day in my
You know,
community,
I
but it
don't give a
doesn't have
damn
a
where you
hold
at, where you
on
live
me,
at.
so I
Hey,
don't have a
you,
gripe with it.
y'all don't have
People
free.
do
Y'all
what
don't have
they
all
want
this
to.
free stuff like we got up here.
You
okay,
don't know what I have and where I live and who
Man,
is in my
have a
family in
blessed day.
different
God
states.
bless you, sir. God
So
bless you, sir.
what I'm
God
saying
bless
look,
you.
is
God
at the
your
bless
end of
you.
the
problem is
day,
not with his people.
Miss
Your
Devo,
problem,
your opinion is appreciated, and
Yes,
I can't
yes,
see your
her
name
opinion
because I'm
is
on my phone.
appreciated.
Oh, Mitch,
yeah.
officially Mitch. Yeah, officially Ty,
Yes.
official Ty
I'm
Mitch.
not trying
And
to invalidate her, but I'm
And I
just trying to
respect his
misplace the
opinion. I
anger.
respect his opinion because that's how he feel. We all got our own opinion. I'm not disrespecting him. I'm not doing that.
So
I'm
can
not
we
saying,
play?
oh, you doing it. I'm not doing that.
So can
I,
we play
I
roll call, Miss Diva?
Nah, I'm not playing nothing with you. Go talk to
Oh, okay.
God.
Because I want to
Go
know
talk
what
to
you
God
would
because you
say.
ain't ready for me. You
I
not
want to
ready for
hear what
me.
you would say.
You gonna need Jesus Christ in your
I
lap
want to
to
know what
role
you
play
would
with
say to
me.
these
hold on,
people
You're
in
wait.
a
gonna need Jesus.
boardroom
You better mute me,
down at the
Gigi.
town
You gonna
hall.
need
That's
Jesus
what I want to
Christ
know.
Himself in your lap to role play with me.
So
Okay,
what would you
okay,
like to see the
I
black
don't want to
community
see
that you're
nothing with you.
talking
I'm on
about?
Gigi platform.
Okay, so
Stop
then
trying to
I
take
rest
over
my
her
case.
platform. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Leave me alone. Talk to Gigi.
Okay.
okay. Look,
I
I
just
love all of
okay.
y'all. I
Girl.
gotta go now. I have another live to get to, but I love all of you guys. I appreciate
Yeah.
everybody that liked, shared,
That's
comment,
it.
and
Bless
Nigga
came
you.
up.
done made me come on my character.
No, you were already out of your
Man, look,
character.
go somewhere and pray. Get on your knees and pray.
Y'all,
Ask
I'm
God to
going
take that
GD,
downtown.
take that
appreciate you.
foolery out of your system. Ask
GD, I
God to take that
appreciate you,
sugar out your
GD.
tank. You ain't ready
Hey,
for me.
Miss